You can't get more time, but you can create more value. Now here's the first lesson of economics. Everybody should learn it from the time they're old enough to understand what a dollar means, how to earn one, how to get one, how to keep one, what to do with it. First lesson of economics. We primarily get paid for value. That's lesson one. Bringing value to the marketplace, that's how you get paid. You don't get paid for the time. I know it takes time to bring value to the marketplace, but you get paid for the value, not the time. Now, since that's true, here's one of the key questions of the evening. Is it possible to become twice as valuable at the marketplace and make twice as much money in the same time? Could you become 3 times as valuable? Make 3 times as much money in the same time? Is that possible? The answer is yes, if. And it's always if, right? Life is known as the big if. Harry Truman once said, life is iffy. How true. And here's the big if, we're going to consider it tonight. It's possible to do much better at the marketplace if you go to work primarily on yourself.
It's hard being successful. That's the first thing you need to understand. Come to these seminars and have these people come out here, talk to you about success and everything. Come out here and they do a nice job of it. But then you go back and think you got it. It's hard. I don't even know the speaker's name, but all these people that's up here, it was hard. That lady had the red dress on. To get to where she at, it's hard. It's hard. Understand that. It's hard, man. See, and I talk real. I ain't got no paper. I ain't got no presentation. You know, I got some pictures if you want to see them, but I ain't really got them tied to nothing. So got some vacation pictures. You want to know what my life is, just follow my wife on Instagram, because that doggone Marjorie be balling. That girl right there, that's my chick, though. That's my chick. She's my wife and my chick on the side. You feel me? I was telling you that I lived in a car for 3 years. In my 30s, I was homeless. I was homeless based off of a decision I made. October 8th, 1985, I walked in a comedy club for the very first time. Never been in a comedy club, but I had been writing jokes all my life. 2 years, I was writing jokes for a dude taking my jokes, going to a comedy club. He was paying me $10 for it. I had never been to a comedy club, had never heard of a comedy club. I was writing for a buddy of mine named A.J. Jamal. He would pay me $10 a joke. One day, I was writing some jokes for him, and I was over his house to drop him off, and this girl named Gladys Jacobs came over to the house, and she said, "You the dude that's writing the jokes for A.J. Jamal?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "He the funniest dude at the comedy club." I said, "At the what?" She said, "He's the funniest dude at the comedy club." I'm 27. I've never heard of a comedy club. Now, all my life, I wanted to be on TV. I'm going to tell you that story a little bit later. But I just said, man, at the comedy club, she said, "You should come." She said, "Why don't you tell the jokes yourself?" Really? Tell the jokes myself? She said, "Yeah." Now I'm thinking, I said, man, this could be what I've been asking God my whole life. See, some of you in this spot where you keep asking God, what do I do next? What's my next move? You know the hardest thing about your life? Trying to figure it out. Ain't that hard? But do you know that you ain't supposed to do that? Do you know that God already designed you for a purpose in life? And if you would just simply ask God what it was, He could guide you to it, and the search for what I'm supposed to do would be over. But oh no, we so busy figuring it out. I got news for you. How to do something, The how-to is none of your business.
Several power strategies I'd like to share with you, but with the limited time that I have, I want to drill deeply on 3 of those that you will have as a result of being a part of this industry. Because what this industry allows you to do, and I want you to write this down. Number 1, it secures your future. It secures your future. Number 2, it will stretch you. You develop some new skills, people skills. You're a dreamer, you can't make your dream happen without building people. As I reflect on my life, 15 years ago I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, given a 2 to 3 year prognosis. And the skill set that I developed in multi-level marketing allowed me to generate enough income that I could focus on my health, take care of my mother. I'm adopted. I was born in a poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City. The other thing it did, it expanded my vision of myself. This is a time that as you look at yourself, there's no such thing as job security. How many of you know that? Raise your hands, please. And it instilled in me a sense of confidence, a strong sense of self. When you have a strong sense of self, that gives your life a sense of purpose. And your life has a sense of purpose, that gives your life a sense of direction.
Even though your container is corrupt, your content is divine. And the enemy is fighting you not over your container, because your container is often compliant to him. He don't have any problem with how you look and what you got on and the box you walk around in. He's after your content. Because the riches of God's inheritance is hidden in the saints. Isn't that enough right there? If I don't say nothing else, if I turn around, walk out and get on the plane, I ought to be through right there. I didn't know I was carrying that kind of treasure. How could I be carrying that kind of treasure and been molested? How could I carry that kind of treasure and been a drug addict? How can I carry that kind of treasure and cuss my kids out? I know y'all don't do nothing like, nothing I'm naming don't fit you, but I'm just outing me. How can I have that kind of treasure and have this kind of temper? We have the treasure in an oxymoron situation in earthen vessels, that the excellency may be of God and not of us.